Welcome to another edition of Action Video Game Talk. I'm your host, Scott Action Jackson. Thanks for joining me today, or tonight, or whenever you're watching or listening to this episode. I do have another list of news articles to go through, and afterwards I will have a bit of E3 news for you. So let's go and hop right into the news articles. Now I'm sure that there's probably some people out there that did enjoy the first Watch Dogs game. And for those fans that still enjoy it and still love it, we know that there is going to be a Watch Dogs 2 game coming out. But recently, the Ubisoft CEO said that Watch Dogs 2 will have a new tone to it. He didn't say what else that could be besides a new tone. Now, there have been reports that there's going to be a new main character, and it's supposed to have innovative gameplay instead of saying desperately hack-eyed gameplay. Now, I do own the first Watch Dogs on PlayStation 4. I did play it a little bit around the time when it first came out. Never played it all the way through, so I don't know how the game ends. Now, hearing that it's going to be a new tone and a new lead character, hopefully that doesn't mean the main character from the first one is dead or killed off. Knowing my luck, he probably is. So I just wonder if they plan to try even more of a Assassin's Creed feel for this. Because it is the same company that's doing Watch Dogs that does Assassin's Creed. It's Ubisoft. So I'm sure at E3 we probably will get either some more info or maybe at least a teaser for the Watch Dogs 2 game. Whether it'll introduce the new lead character, whether it's a guy or maybe it's a woman even. Now this right here is one of the little rumors going around. The new Nintendo NX system, well, that's the code name it's still going with right now, is rumored to be dropping discs for cartridges. Now, we don't know if this is going to be actual, like, NES, Super NES cartridges, or it's going to be more along the lines of, like, the DS and 3DS cartridges. Some of the latest talkings going around is saying that it's not a predecessor to the Wii U itself, but that it's going to be its own thing, which I don't know if that's totally a good thing or a bad thing. Because a lot of us know how that big jump was from the Nintendo 64 to a GameCube, from a cartridge system to a small disc system, and then from there, from the GameCube to the Wii system. It still remained in the same standard disc-type game system. Now, with this NX, if they do switch over to cartridges, like I stated, the question will be, what kind of cartridges will they be using? Because among other reports saying that it's going to be its standalone little system, it's going to be using these ROM chips as cartridges. So, yeah, this is starting to sound more like a 3DS type of cartridge instead of just what most of us want is like the old school style of cartridges, like the NES, Super NES, Genesis. And I don't know if going that route would make this better or worse. I mean, with this NX system, there's no doubt it's going to be using digital download stuff as well. I mean, that's where all these game systems are going nowadays. It's like, oh yeah, you could get a physical game, or you could just download the digital copy with all the extra stuff as well. I think that's one thing that Nintendo should take into consideration, which they have been doing that with the Wii U, is doing digital versions and physical versions as well. Which, like I said, I hope they take into account for this new NX, whatever it's called, system. is that people will be wanting physical copies and could have the option to get digital if they want to, because a lot of people are still trying to go back and get some of the retro games as well, not only digitally for the current gen systems, but to have the memories that they had with the games themselves, to maybe find like the old NES Super Mario Bros. 3, or maybe go and find the old Super Mario Bros. World on the Super Nintendo. Currently, No Man's Sky was set to come out on June 21st. Rumors and talks are going around saying that it's going to be delayed, but only for possibly July, August. Now remember, these are just rumors, and these rumors and talks are reporting that GameStops that have marketing materials with the June 21st are told to put up coming soon instead, which means that they could be getting new marketing material for this stuff. Now, if that is the case, I mean, if this is all true with it being delayed and stuff, by, 1 or 2 more months, I know I would have no issue with 1 or 2 more months. For numerous reasons. One of which, I do not have my copy of No Man's Sky fully paid off yet. So that does give me more time to pay it off. Secondly, if they discovered a few bugs while making the game and working on it, let them finish it. Let them have time to finish this game as much as they can. Because remember, this game is being made by Hello Games. A small video game company is making a huge game. Now, this game itself is only coming out on PS4 and PC, but still, it's a huge game. Very huge. So, I would say, yes, be patient. We obviously, we've been patient enough. We've been waiting probably so many freaking years now. And I know some of my coworkers at the GameStop I work at have recently been jumping on the No Man's Sky bandwagon after taking a few, I guess, quizzes and seeing some info on this game. They're jumping on board. One coworker I work with is a Minecraft fan. Sorry about that. But one coworker I have is a Minecraft fan and views this as a possible in space, like doing Minecraft stuff out there, which, yes, you could do that here. And then there's another coworker I have who sees this as possibly, well, I know from what I've seen on gameplay footage, you can't do this, but she was more or less along the lines of, oh, I can actually capture these animals and use them as resources. No, technically you could kill them and take the resources from their dead bodies. In which case she's like, oh, okay. So it's like, okay, that's not the only thing this game is about. Because for most people, this game can be viewed as multiple games in one. Your main goal is to try to get to the center of this vast, huge universe that you're in. And I think Hello Games themselves don't think barely anybody would actually get to the center of the universe. I think the only way you will be able to is if you spend maybe a lot of your own physical money to get in-game stuff. But then again, some people might be able to if they just do their normal resources in the game and build up their ships and stuff. I know that there are some Dead Island fans out there. Even some that are looking forward to Dead Island 2 when it comes out for the next gen system. Well, current. I don't know why, but I keep calling PS4 and Xbox One next gen when it's current generation systems. But yeah, a lot of people gotta be looking forward to Dead Island 2 on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and probably PC. Now, those fans probably also know that there's a Dead Island Definitive Collection coming out as well for the PS4 and the Xbox One. The latest news coming out is a bit of a warning about this game. On the Xbox One, on its disc, will include the Dead Island with all of its content, Dead Island Riptide, and the bonus Dead Island Retro Revenge Brawler. Okay? It's going to be all included on the disc. On PlayStation 4, it is a little bit different. On that one, it's going to include the Dead Island Single Definitive Edition on the disc. So, the Dead Island Game of the Year HD transfer is on the disc. The other two items are going to be a download code. What? What the fuck, Sony? Is this another case where Sony is dropping the ball? I mean, it's bad enough that they fucked up with the PlayStation Now service instead of having your system be fully backwards compatible with the PS3 as far as actual discs. But now they're dropping the ball with this? Now with the announcement of Dead Island Definitive Edition, where you can play Dead Island and Dead Island Riptide in a high-definition upgrade with all of its DLC content, people are gotta be excited and glad to play those games again. I mean, hell, with them including the Dead Island Retro Revenge Brawler, that's a bonus. Yet fucking it up for PlayStation 4 players, it's like, oh, guess what? You can play Dead Island on the physical disc. Everything else is a digital download code. Fuck you, Sony. The hell? What does it take for somebody to go over to Sony and slap each and every one of their higher-ups in the face and ask them, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? You dropped the ball with your backwards capability. You're dropping the ball with this. I mean, you're almost dropping the ball with the Fallout 4 mods by being the last one to pick them up. I mean, what the hell else is Sony going to drop the ball with? I mean, this is just total bullshit. But when this game comes out, this Dead Island Definitive Collection, I mean, I hope people do enjoy it. I hope they do enjoy it as much as they enjoyed the original one. God, this is bothering me. Anyway, yeah, I'm hoping that a lot of people enjoy it. I'm hoping to give it a shot at some point whenever it comes out. I guess we'll wait and see. I still gotta wait. I still gotta get a hold of Doom as well. Just recently, I picked up the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game, which is an interesting game, but not exactly the best game. Now, I'm sure there's some other games that came out as well, and probably some more that are going to be coming out that I should be trying. Technically, the next one that I have reserved that I had to pick up is going to be No Man's Sky, which, according to one news article, I'm probably going to be waiting a little bit longer. So that does it for the main bits of news articles, and now for a little bit of extra news for you guys as far as action video game talk. I am planning on tackling the E3 press conferences with any and all announcements that they have. Now, the biggest issue here is that the press conferences are going to be happening mostly on 2 days so far. Sorry. The 2 days that are listed so far with press conferences is going to be on Sunday, June the 12th, and Monday, June 13th. However, there might be a day after or a day before where Nintendo might be doing their own direct video thing. presently, for Sunday, June 12th, EA and Bethesda are doing their E3 press conferences. Monday, they're doing Microsoft, a PC gaming show. I'm reading this off of the Game Informer website. The PC gaming show, Ubisoft press conference, and Sony. Now, I think that covers the main ones, unless there's like some other major game companies that decide to throw a random press conference out of nowhere, like maybe Konami decides to want to come back into the video game business after ditching the Metal Gear franchise for some stupid reason. But yeah, I'm planning on trying to do an episode for each one of these press conferences to cover any major news articles that come from it, including world premiere trailers, announcements. Now, I know I would like to be doing some of this stuff with the Fan Night crew as far as covering the E3 press conferences stuff, but when we previously tried to do that, it didn't exactly turn out that well, because we never got around to every press conference. We only got around to some of them, because we were kind of on a timed schedule, and not exactly everyone got to get their opinions out, especially when I couldn't. So, I don't think we're going to try that again this year, with having the whole full Fan Night crew with me, kind of doing like a crossover. I know I will be trying to cover these E3 press conferences on these days so far, and I don't know if William Bush, Rep Lloyd Bill, wants to try to cover E3 as well for the Fan Night page, the podcasts, whatever. If he does decide to do that, I'll be happy to join in too in however way I can. If anything, try to keep your eye on this YouTube channel and probably the Facebook page as well. I'll probably try to keep both updated as soon as possible with this stuff. I doubt I'll be able to pop them up as quickly as they make these press conferences, because it's going to take me a while to get all the articles together from the press conferences and then record this stuff. And that should be it for this episode. So, down below, I will have the link to the Facebook page. Later on, I will have the separate clips from this video itself, if you want to check those out. So, until next time, bye!